I'm challenging myself to post a new use case on the Hatz AI platform almost every day for as long as I can. Because last summer we did something called App of the Day when there were only apps and the chat available in Hatz. And now we have apps, workflows, agents, integrations, the API. There's so much more that we can do than just an app of the day. So I'm going to try to find some things that you might not even know you can do on the Hatz AI platform and post those to LinkedIn so that you can go and try them for yourself. So stay tuned for the ride. Might not be every day, might not be as often as I'd like, but as long as I can, I'm going to post a use case every day. So the first one that I want to start with is something that you might not realize you can even do in the Hatz platform yet. And we're going to combine a couple different tools. So I'm going to choose a model that has tool use. If you hover over this, you can see that it says can use tool calling, which means I can use any of these right now 41 different tools that are available. I'll use Claude 4.5 Sonnet just because it's already selected, and I'm going to connect it to, let's do Firecrawl, and let's do Perplexity. So with those tools turned on, I said research the latest news about AI in the human resources industry. Find recent articles and posts, at least from September or October 2025, and then in the output include the source, summarize it, and tell me why you chose it. So you might have seen this before. If you're using a reasoning model, it shows you what its reasoning is. So I think about this like the AI is taking my prompt and rewriting it in a way that it wants to be prompted. And then it starts making its tool calls. You can see that it's firing off all of these different tool calls. It's using Firecrawl for most of these, and that's fine. All right, so now it gets to the output. And you can see that it looked for articles that were posted recently. Here are the sources. I can click on those and the summary and why it chose them. So scroll all the way down. It has all of these. None of that's new, right? Web search has been around for a long time. But where it really gets cool is if I undo all of these tools and I now turn on the Python code interpreter. I've said create a PowerPoint presentation for a team of HR professionals who are attending a conference about HR in AI. Once it's done with that, it's going to actually give me a link to download the HR PowerPoint presentation. The reason I chose that Python code interpreter is because it needs to actually open up a sandbox, write the code, create the document, and give me the link to download the file. It can take a few minutes, but once it's done running all of these tool calls and creating the presentation, it'll show you, here's the presentation overview. So it created a 16-slide PowerPoint, and this is the summary of all of those. Design features, it tells me how it built it, and then I can click on this to download my presentation. And this is what it looks like. It's not going to design everything exactly the way that you might do it as a human, but it puts all of the content here, which can cut down on some serious time copying and pasting and back and forth. And it does a pretty good job of pulling all of the information in from the previous research. So let's say I want to not do a PowerPoint. I can tell it to create a PDF. I can tell it to create a Word document. And it will do that in the same way. This one was just a PowerPoint because I think that's pretty cool. So to recap, we have AI-powered search using AI and the internet to find recent high-quality content about a certain topic, into writing a PowerPoint presentation, creating the actual outline for everything, and then using the Python code interpreter to create a link to download your presentation. Again, turn on the Python code interpreter to create files to download inside Hatz. And if you come up with something cool, come up with some cool use cases of your own, record them, take some screenshots, post it on LinkedIn, and tag us. We'd love to take a look and see what you're coming up with inside of Hatz. All right, we'll hopefully see you tomorrow for the next one.